And guess what? I just realized I didn't write down in my thing that, hey, this is Shed Happens 4. I should have shown you the shed, but I didn't. But yeah, this is Shed Happens 4. So, good morning, or Gim Gagi. I know that's not the way I normally start it, but we're going to start that this morning. So, here we go. Come with me. Got a little bit of a story to tell, I guess. Not locking it, not really leaving. So my life has, gone in different direction. As you might have watched the 3-parter I did. I didn't label it 3 parts. It was why I became a vegetarian, how I got bamboozled by the doctor, and showed you where I went on the bike. I went to a place down Rifle and Arms Farms. I keep saying arms. And bought a bison steak. So I thought, what a better place to tell you where I've been in the last, I guess, 2.5 weeks. So I've done a lot of drastic change, obviously, and I feel really good. So look at this. I'm just giving you a little peek. I mean, I don't think the colors show up on your end, but I was thinking I could sit there, but it looks like that chair got a little bit buried there. I should have asked my neighbor if I could sit on their spot, but I don't think knocking on their door at, 5:25 in the morning is a good idea. So let's cut across here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Blake, this will be fun. Oh, jeez. Oh, these. Let's go right here. You sit right there. All right. Let's see if I'm in the shot here. Nope. That looks good. Let's go ahead and take it down there, right? Tighten you up a little bit. All right. So, I brought some notes just in case. I love you too, but stay over there. Pipe, it's Musang. Of course it is. Musang. It's the only pipes you should get. China. Hopefully you can hear me from there. I thought the best tobacco to pair with my discussion today is Reflections from Milan, a great tobacconist out in Roanoke, Virginia. So let's light it up and get it going. I'll look at them in a minute if I need to. So was about 2.5 weeks ago. It was a Sunday night, and I had some kind of salad mixture, maybe I call it a burger salad. You chop up a burger, but of course it was fake meat, and you just put ketchup, mayonnaise, lettuce, pickles, and mustard, and you throw in the burger after you cook it and mix it up. Phenomenal dinner. If you ever get a chance, just try it out. And I woke up the next morning getting it going, sorry. I was getting it going that morning, and I decided that I was going to do a 3-day fast. So fast means just all I'm going to do is drink water and add a little salt into my water. So Thursday morning was the first time I ate something. And usually when I break a fast, it's usually with eggs. Especially an 82-hour fast. Give something a little soft to... I've done multiple single day, double, 2 days and 3-day and 5-day fasts. Look into it. It's amazing what it does to your body. I'm not here being your doctor and telling you to do it. If you take medications and whatever else that you have to take to keep things in balance, maybe fasting, go talk to your doctor. So I am now eating meat. That's basically it. During those 3 days, I took the time to do a deep dive on what I hate diet. I hate the word diet. I always say it's a lifestyle. Because if you say a diet, then you're taking things out. And I did. I decided that over the 3 days of looking into it, I decided that I was going to go the ketogenic diet, which is also called keto, which also expands into eating a lot of meat. And if you don't know what keto means, it's transitioning your body. Well, keto doesn't mean that, but what you're to do is transition your body from burning basically sugar into burning ketones. So what you have to do is stop eating carbohydrates, and I'll just use the word carbs. So you have to get rid of your bread, your crackers, your potato chips, basically all snacking, energy bars. I started that deep dive into it, and I'm realizing almost everything has carbs. Broccoli, cauliflower, they have carbs. You can still eat it. What the keto diet is you reduce down to less than 20 carbohydrates a day. Which, when you look at it and you start looking at your food, you're like, wait, this has 8. This has 15. I was amazed. And you lose in the fast, you lose the water weight. But the keto diet in the beginning is a transition. It's like taking your body from burning diesel to gasoline is the best way I can actually say it. And your body produces ketones, and the food you eat can produce ketones. Because if you don't eat carbs, it goes into the liver, and the liver is also the production of ketones. I don't know. I could be all wrong. I am in the health field, but I believe the pancreas provides the insulin. I have to relook that one back up, but I know that the liver, I think, speaks to the pancreas, and that releases, so that burns. Well, with a high insulin, you become insulin resistant. And basically that means is you're pretty much eating too many carbs, so your body's always having to try to break it down, and it runs at a higher amount. Well, I have insulin resistance and high cholesterol. And then you say, well, Blake, then you're going to eating meat and eating eggs, and yeah, you are eating that, but that's not what actually raises cholesterol. But your body produces cholesterol, and what you eat, your body adapts to producing cholesterol. If you eat fats and meats that have that cholesterol in it, then your body produces less of it. And the cholesterol you get from the food isn't what raises your cholesterol in your body, as far as I did research on. If you're from my generation, you remember, stop eating eggs, only have one egg a week, stop eating bacon. Still haven't eaten bacon, Lance. Still haven't, but I will, trust me. There'll be a whole video on bacon. I'm looking forward to it. So I go through all the research, and I'm looking at everything and going like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to eat everything. I've bought salmon. I haven't cooked it yet because I'm going to cook it on the grill. I bought, obviously, chicken, and I've eaten chicken, and I've cooked chicken. I did a stir fry. Oh my God. If I still have the photo on my phone, I'll put it here. I've majorly lost abdominal inflammation. I have lost quite a bit of weight in, let's say, 18 days, 19 days of doing this. I feel great. I have drank alcohol twice since then. I went to met a friend one night because there was a band playing, and then the last video I did, I had to drink to get into the editing feel of it. So, and both days after I drank alcohol, I felt like shit. It wasn't fun. But I think it's because I go in excess, maybe. You know, I had 4 beers, and I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but I had 4 beers with my friend, and then I had 2 shots of whiskey editing. And the next day, it seems to be around 2 o'clock, I crash. So I'm paying attention to everything in my body. I'm very in tune with my abdominal, like I bloated, you know, the next day, and then you're like, oh, I didn't gain weight. and then you go, no, I'm the same weight. It's just, you're just inflamed. So I guess I'm telling you this is that I've gone full in. I've got also shrimp in the freezer. What is that? Oh, I've bought ground meat. I haven't given up on the fake meat. I have a lot of it in my freezer. So I guess they would call it dirty keto, because I am drinking alcohol. Typically a keto diet means you get rid of all alcohol. And then you'd have to get rid of all your carbs in the house. So I still have the pasta and everything else. I said if shit hits the fan and life becomes different, because I live near a military, the largest military in the world, either I'm going to be dead if something happens, or I'm going to need those carbs. I think I hear a duck. I don't know how many pounds I already said I might have lost, but I think I weighed in at 214 pounds, but that was in the evening. So I might have lost 3 pounds, maybe even 4 pounds at night. So I think I would have been like at least 210, and I'm down. This morning I weighed 201. I typically eat 3 times a day. Sometimes it's twice a day. What the goal is to try to eat twice a day. And when you eat proteins like chicken on a salad, I'm looking at a breast of chicken with a little bit of lemon. I'm trying everything without having to put sauces on it. And I'm trying to eat organic, quality meats without all that injection crap, that steroids that they pump into stuff, except for my eggs. I'm still working off of the inexpensive eggs. That was one realization about how life is without drinking. I was telling my brother yesterday, I went to Aldi's and picked up two dozen eggs, cauliflower, broccoli, I think some nuts, a cheese. Oh, there was like 3 or 4 cheeses I picked up. And I got up to the front and she's like, 1958. And I'm like, what? And she's like, 1958. I said, under $20? I said, I just bought enough food to feed myself for almost, I don't know, a week. I'm like, I never go into Aldi's and not walk out without spending $50. And then you realize, yeah, that's the alcohol, Blake. If you don't drink, which some people might say, life ain't worth living if you don't get a little altered every night. Food ain't that expensive. It's the same thing with gas. I don't get the gas thing. I own motorcycles. I've still never looked at gas prices ever, because 2 bikes, one bike takes almost $20. The other bike takes $15, and the other bike takes $5. And the best bike that I have is the $5, gets me about 135 miles for $5. Now I understand. Last night I think it snowed out in Colorado or something like that, maybe Montana, or so riding a bike is probably not suggested, but most of all America, now I'm not saying all, people could ride a motorcycle. Cheap to insure, cheap maintenance if you do it yourself. The big services, I let them do it, because I'm not going to yet open up a can of worms. I can't put them all back in. I'm not mechanically that kind of brained. It's when you start taking things away. I could be a mechanic today. Plug in a thing, gives you an error code, replace the entire unit. Fixing it would take a little bit of a skill set to learn. Used to do mechanic work, and at the end you still had like a washer, a bolt, and another part that you're like, I don't know where that belongs. And you got in the car, it started, and you went, okay, well, must not have needed it. To go back to my keto diet, I am, if you want to know more things about it, more in depth of like what you experience, because it kind of helped me doing a deep dive into it, is what to expect 2 years ago when I started to do fasting. It validated the feelings I felt, because you do feel like shit. That keto flu, it is a real thing, but it literally is your body going, where the hell is the gasoline? I don't, or as the reference I used is, you're burning diesel and you go to gas and it's like, where the hell's the diesel? What the hell are you making me change over to this gasoline for? I didn't ever have the real clarity part of life of like, oh my God, I feel great. It was just like, okay, now I'm burning, because I felt like complete crap the day before. Mental fog, weak, tired, non-motivated, and then that day passes and you're back in. If you want to know more about TMI stuff, bathroom issues and stuff like that's starting to get normal again, because you do have to be by a bathroom. I just want to look at my notes and see where I'm at, if I've even expressed everything. 82-hour fast, deep dive into diets, found keto, told you after I ended the fast, took out all carbs. Lost 7 pounds within the first week in a couple of days, reduced the inflammation. I did feel weird. I put it down here when I was thinking up this thing, is I felt weird for 8 days. The 9th day is when I woke up and felt better, so that's kind of there. Yeah, I didn't talk about this. Man, oh man. So maybe I did have good concentration a little bit, because I got a shit ton done. I woke up, walked in, took a shower, got dressed, made the bed, and I got to work. It was just that easy. There was no lollygagging around. It's okay, what's next? I was making that honey-do list where I'm the honey and the doer. you're cleaning things, you're doing things, you're just keeping yourself busy, but you're not even doing it to keep busy, but you are. You're transitioning one hobby for another, and you go, okay, let's get this shit done. Every day I'm waxing my truck, waxing a bike, or putting on a corrosive repellent, or I've neglected the W800 and not getting the pipes clean, so I did a little dive into finding out how to get rid of the rust on top of chrome. In case you want to know, there's 4 zeros, 0000 steel wool, and WD-40. Who knows? I haven't got the steel wool yet. I made a mistake. I should have just bought it off of Walmart, but I went on to eBay and overspent, but it'll be delivered to me. Another bathroom issue, but itchy in the beginning of keto. It was my palms at first. No, I wasn't doing what you were thinking. I was having itchy palms, then it went up to my forearms, and then I had it down on my legs, and it transitioned almost day to day. And I looked that up while I was having it, and it was like, oh, that's normal. Oh, yeah, you got to see that ship go in front of the sunrise. Cravings, they subsided for carbs after about 10 days. I stopped wanting any carbs. It was like, no, don't break your ketosis. I didn't know, like, whiskey doesn't, unless it's flavored. Whiskey has no carbs in it, which is dangerous. So I something that I relearned was your body burns alcohol first. So if you drink alcohol, it transitions over to burning the alcohol off. And if there's no alcohol, obviously, your body will burn your carbs. And if you drink, it'll burn the alcohol, and they say you make bad decisions, and what you eat might be fats and proteins, but you're eating a high carb diet, so your body will burn off the alcohol first, then go to the carbs next. But if by the time it burns off all the alcohol, it's stored all your carbs, fats, and proteins. So that's why you get the beer belly, or the big gut, and that's why people put on weight in normal life, because if you're just eating carbs, whatever proteins and fats you're eating, that's getting stored away, because that's the third thing that your body's going to burn off is what you think is healthy. Oh, I'm going to eat this chicken. Well, if you're eating, a bag of potato chips and whatever else, and then you're eating the chicken or a steak, well, your body's just storing that up. So if you take away the carbs, you're just burning pure fats and proteins, which is why your cholesterol doesn't raise. Your cholesterol will go up by eating carbs. If you're eating carbs and proteins and fats, so if you are eating the bacon, your body's not breaking down the proteins and the fat. It's storing that. At least from what simple explanation I can say is that's the gist of it. So the result is I'm keeping all the carbs in case the shit hits the fan. The goal is, since I got bamboozled by the doctor, the goal is to do blood work in 6 months. When the blood work is done, this 6-month diet should provide me enough information with my blood work to be able to make a decision on continuing the diet. And I mean, if everything goes through the roof, I'm going to have proof that maybe the keto diet doesn't work. If it does lower everything, I'm going to do it for another year. So I'm in now a year and a half. If you don't think that I have the willpower and determination, I was a vegetarian for 38 years. I have that determination. When I say I'm going to do something, I go both balls deep into doing what I'm saying I'm going to do. If I ever fail at something, it's because either I lose interest and it wasn't something I truly believed in. So this one, I have a goal. I have a reason. I have, what is that called? The destination end zone of maybe this is going to be the next 38 years. I won't live that long. Maybe this is the way I eat until I die. Or maybe this is why I'll die. I don't know. So to repeat, smoking reflections, because I'm reflecting back and I'm trying to see the future. It's great tobacco. Milan, can't tell you which ones are great because your taste buds are different than mine. As a small tobacco company, they were affected by the Sutliff closure, but it looks like they're kind of back up and running with what they do. Don't go there and buy 2 ounces of, I think I bought 2 ounces of 30 different tobaccos, because 2 years later you're going to still be smoking it. It's just how it is. I got 2 little, 36 jars, the small ones. I have 2 full 12 packs of those. I've smoked out of a couple of them. Excuse me. And the real reason why I came out here this morning to do this video, it's a new day. You too can start something. It's, a little past spring cleaning, but it's never too late. I don't care what that is. Maintenance to your car. You haven't waxed your car in 5 years. You haven't gone through your clothes. Pick up a new hobby. Miniature painting. Things you've procrastinated. I will say I've bumped that. I've bumped up my energy towards getting things done. Like last night, I was finally, after 5 years of being here, and I'm saying I'm going to sell these. I have a kayak, a tandem kayak, and I got a canoe. And I've washed all the paddles. I've washed everything up. I've cleaned up everything. Took, a full day. It's been a long time coming. They've been sitting on my back deck for 5 years, and I've never touched either one of them. I used to live on a lake. That's why I owned them. Life was completely different 5 years ago. So Yeah, I was married with kids. Now I was going to go into, I've been fat 3 times, or I feel like as fat as 240 pounds for a 5'11" 3/4, or my new saying is 4 23.5 inches. Once my first marriage, I got overweight, obese. Second marriage, got overweight, obese. And then my back injury. And now I'm going back into it. I always hit that 240 mark. I think it was 242 eating myself fat. I got to 244 drinking myself fat. And then my injury was probably drinking to numb the pain, where alcohol was the only thing to kill nerve pain. So I'm hoping that this keto diet's going to help me with my back problem, because I live every day with a 4 out of 10 pain in my back. And 4 means it's always there, but I can do other things and move along with it. And I need to rest and lay down on my back occasionally throughout the day. So I'm still there. And what has it been? 3.5 years since the injury. So I've kind of accepted that my back's going to hurt. I kind of wish that I did this keto diet when I got injured. But then I wouldn't have drank as much alcohol. But it was the alcohol, because no pain pills was helping. It's nerve pain. Today's going to be a beautiful day. You're looking at 6:08 this morning on the 19th of May. I think it's Tuesday morning. Going to get up to like 92 out here on the beach, which I will be out here at 10 o'clock. I'll try to get in an hour of hearing those waves lap against the beach. But I think that's it. Just wanted to come out and tell you where I'm at. Again, I don't make videos for you. I make videos for me, so I can reflect back and look at it and go, oh, that's what I was doing in 2026. Oh yeah, I remember. I can go back to a video and go, that's the date. I don't remember dates very well. And keeping carbs so shit doesn't, when the shit hits the fan, got blood work done in a couple of months. I like my last word there. See where it's going to go. Keep positive. Keep changing things up, no matter what it is. You're in a relationship, switch stuff up sometimes. See? That back hurts right there. Ooh. All right. I know you don't want to see me, you want to see the sun, right? Makes complete sense. There you go. My battery's gonna die. Oh, good old life. Keep things exciting. At least I can walk up this ramp again. There was a point in time I couldn't walk up that ramp and get out to the beach. I had to take my neighbor's way to get over because it was all sand. Reflections. Highly suggest. Look at these beauties. So these are the quotes that I did. If anybody's interested, I should do a whole video on this product that I got. Man, makes the W800's motor look spankingly good. All right, embrace the suck, because if you do the keto diet, there's some suck. Have a great day. Do something fun today. Change up stuff.